Okay guys, as requested, I wanted to do a little tutorial on how I edited her crib shot with her hugging all her May and Mum dolls. I got like an overwhelming response to the before and after shot of that, and so I just wanted to share quickly how I go about editing most of her sleeping photos. I don't usually block out the whole crib. It was just specifically for that shot, but I just use Google Snapseed, and I have been using this app for over a year now. I really love it, and it has so many features in it. It takes quite a long time to learn how to use it. I'm really fast at doing it, and you can see in this tutorial that maybe I went a bit too fast for you all to follow along, but I did my best talking through the steps that I do. I don't even think about what I'm doing. I just kind of do it, since I've done over 200 nap photos of her, which is insane. So yeah, I hope that you get something from this. I've gone back and forth about sharing this because it did take me quite a while to learn how to do this, and it's by no means amazing like some of the photography out there in editing, but it's hard when you've worked a long time to create something and then you're just going to share it for free. But I think that there needs to be a lot more kindness and giving in this world, and you kind of reap what you sow, and I want to give back to this community that has given us so much, beyond my dreams. And if showing how to edit a simple photo so that you guys can create memories with your kids, then I'm all for it. So let's get into the tutorial. So first I tune the image. So I bump up the brightness, contrast a little bit, saturation, the ambiance, a little bit of highlights, and then I pull the shadows down. And I don't touch the warmth if I don't need to. Sometimes I pull some of the yellow out. And then next, I use the healing tool, and I just you have to play around with it, but blot out the crib bars. You can zoom in by pinching the screen. So I just keep working. Sometimes you have to work a lot at this to get it to work right, but it usually does a pretty good job. So see, I'm getting some of the fuzz of the May and Mum cub, so it takes me a little bit to get rid of that, but you'll see how I edit it to make it not look so muddy. So then I zoom out and I do any other, I'm trying to get rid of that muddiness on the side and then that brightness in the corner to try to even it all out. And then I do brush. It's hard because you can't see me select the tool. So this is the brush tool, and the exposure is on 7. And so I just go around and make the background white, change the exposure down to erase what I've done so I can go in and get the detail back in the mums and her hair. I don't want them to be too washed out. And then I open it again, brush, because it will make it brighter and brighter each time you apply that tool. So it's at a 3, I think. Is it at a 3? And I just go in and brighten it up even a little bit more. And then I go into curves, and usually the default, I hit the bar there, but usually the default is neutral. I usually pick brighten, and I pull it down just a little bit because that's a bit too bright. And then I go in with brush again, and this is at a 3, and I just kind of brighten it up just a tad bit more. This is a different edit than the one that I did for Christina, May and Mum. So that's before and after, before, after. So I wouldn't say that this is necessarily like if I were a wedding photographer, I wouldn't do these kind of like edits, but for sharing Instagram and photos of your kids, or just photos for other brands to use on their feeds as marketing tools, I think it's a wonderful way to edit your photos. But if I were like a wedding photographer or doing photos professionally, I may not do them this crudely, but I also wouldn't even do that job because I'm not the best at it. So that's my quick tutorial. So guys, if you like this kind of tutorial, go comment on my latest Instagram post saying so that I can see your guys' comments and know if I should continue doing these types of things. I've always pictured Sweet as April as being more of a lifestyle feed, of course always about bonnets because that's what I love doing, but if I can share things like this and lifestyle tips and editing tips and just all the things that I love to do, if that's something that interests you guys, definitely speak up and tell me in my Instagram posts, because I'll continue to do these things since Mark is home. So, alright, I blab on for a really long time, as you guys know. So, yeah, I hope this helps, and DM me your photos on Instagram so that I can see what you do.